It's Talking the Truth with Coach T. Today, if you've never felt like a pinball machine or a pinball in a pinball machine, just bouncing from one thing to the next and really not having any direction. It seemed like anytime you got direction, you got bounced around again. Might have been through a job for a boss. Who knows? And if you're not that person, if you haven't felt like a pinball in a pinball machine, then you can sign off. But if you felt like that and you want some power and direction and maybe some help and understanding, I think a lot of times we start moving towards our purpose much better just by having understanding of why and how things happen the way they do. Years ago, I was really in search of my purpose. Things were going really, really well in our lives. But I just couldn't define a goal. I couldn't put anything down and out there that I could say I really wanted to achieve from a standpoint of maybe material things or that sort of thing. I just couldn't get a goal. And so, through prayer and through some other things, I was reading books and just really trying to find and search what it is I was called to do, what it is that was my defined purpose. And you might be there too. And hopefully this helps you. And if it does, send it off to somebody else. It might help them as well. But I remember in a real quiet time in my life, I started writing things down in journals. And I remember one morning, and I was really searching, I wrote this down, and it really hit me as a truth. And here it is. When your spirit resonates with the purpose God has predestined for your life, the authority and the office, meaning the position from which you will accomplish that thing and that purpose, presents itself. So, what we're really seeking for is that thing that resonates with us, that we were designed to do. And obviously that fits in our talents and things that we're good at. And how do we come to that place is really, I think, the biggest struggle. But I think what we forget is that takes time. And I think what happens is we're just very impatient people in the world today. And we think things should just come almost from a snap of the finger. And we don't take the time to sit in a quiet place and really think about us as an individual. And I think it's imperative that to be part of something greater than yourself, to actually accomplish far and beyond maybe what you individually can do, you have to come to a point and a grip with yourself and answer the question, what am I about? And so today I'm really wanting to focus on one thing, your identity. Because to be a pinball on a pinball machine, basically what that means is you're living a life that is completely unempowered. Every time you get to a place, or I have gotten to a place and I feel like I'm bouncing off to another place, it's because I haven't defined what it is I'm about. And because of that, I've become a pinball with somebody else running all the controls and bouncing me around. And what I want to say is empowerment comes from identity. Empowerment comes from the resonation when you know that those things have aligned. This is what I'm excited about. This is what I love to do. This is what I love to be about. This is what I'm the happiest when I'm doing this thing or moving towards this thing. And all of a sudden now, my identity becomes my internal power. There's a proverb or a truth out there that says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That is a powerful statement. That is the pinball in the pinball machine. And what I'm going to say is this. If you don't know what you're about, if you don't know your identity, somebody else's identity is going to become your identity. And you're going to be pursuing what's inside of them, not what's inside of you. And therefore, somewhere along that journey, you're going to become completely exhausted in that journey and be unempowered. So, what is your identity? What are you about? Because this place you were put, planet Earth, is about you fulfilling the purpose that you were put here for. And that's the truth. Talking the Truth with Coach T. We'll see you next time.